makes me think that women want to take advantage of the more beneficial stuff that comes with being a black woman, African American woman, because the looks, the body, the aesthetic of it, I feel like they are so more easier to gravitate towards that versus the cons that come with it, the setbacks that come with it. And it kind of makes me feel that it's like you want to take a bite of the cake, but you don't want to be in the kitchen making it.
Why would someone, kind of totally deface their whole body and try to make it look like someone else?
It doesn't show kind of realistic representation because the beautiful thing about black women is that we look so different, right? There's no one set look that fits us all.
I don't want to say offensive, but it is offensive because it's just like, I'm a black woman myself. So for you to like go through extreme measures to do that, it's kind of like, are you doing it to mock me? If you want your body to look a certain way, okay, that's fine, do you. But to like go based off of, oh, trying to look like a black woman, like it's kind of offensive.
But they don't have to have been followed through the grocery store where people think they're going to steal something because they're black and grow up with that inside their heart.
And I also feel, like kind of embarrassed, but for them, because they've taken, they've went to the extreme.
I don't like it. It makes me feel as if they are trying to pretend to be black, but they haven't grown up in the culture of being black, and they haven't had to endure the difficulties and overcome any obstacles living black. They
Right.
get to be whatever they want whenever they want to. All the white privilege and live what I consider trying to walk in my shoes, but not knowing what it's like to be in my shoes.
The features that we used to get put down for example, like the big butt, the fuller lips, and things like that, and to now be in a space where like white women or other women are kind of praising that and desiring that aesthetic, it's weird, honestly.
I think about when I see white women culturally appropriating black women's features. Well, I think now, isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? They used to talk about our big hips and our full lips, but now everybody wants it. I don't know where it flipped the switch, but somewhere along the line, people just decided they wanted to look like the black woman.
Because of white women culture appropriating black women features, do you think this creates any animosity between the black and white female community?
I think that it's a strong possibility that, one side of it could be, oh, well, these women are, they're looking up to us. They, see us as beautiful now, like, now the roles have reversed. Go another way, like, these women are mocking us. They're, taking something that doesn't belong to them. And I know that a lot of women, who could possibly feel that way about, these women coming in and doing things to make themselves look like us when, they don't.
I definitely do think that with a lot of white women appropriating black woman culture, it is creating a sense of animosity within both communities, because I feel like it is causing black women to be more protective, which we should, of like who we are and what we represent.
How do you think this will affect younger black girls seeing their features being culturally appropriated?
Make them feel like there's only one type of look to when it becomes to being a black woman, and it's so not true, because there's so many. I think that's the beautiful thing about us, is that we come in such a variety. So to showcase that one type, and then for white women to be feeding off that one type, I feel like it will make young black girls feel that there's no one out there that looks like them and that they're not appreciated. And that makes me angry, because white women are feeding into that. They're not even, they're not even black. So they're kind of feeding into what young black girls are feeling about themselves, and they're not even from that culture. They just woke up and decided, like, I want to look this way, right? So I feel like that's a negative impact that will be happening towards younger black women, and I'm hoping we can move past that, and white women would just kind of focus, not try to take things away from a culture that they weren't even born into, and understand that being transracial is not the same as someone being transgender, and then we'll kind of make progress of not allowing that.
I think it's confusing. I think for our adolescents and our young teens that are finding themselves and developing their personalities and determining their identities, I think for them to see people that are Caucasian trying to get big lips and trying to get dark skin and trying to become a part of the Black society and not just be friending it, but being it, I think is really confusing.
And like making it fit their ideas of what Black culture should be, and then it's making the Black girls grow up feeling as if they're imposters in their own skin, when that's not what we want for our Black girls growing up. We want them to feel empowered, we want them to feel strong, we want them to feel beautiful and know that they're beautiful because of the skin that they're in. Like,
being a Black woman is beauty and strength. When you're in school and you're working and you're achieving your career goals, you have to work twice as hard as everybody. You have to be twice as smart as everybody. And you also have to be nice. Majority of people can get away with being just not nice. You'll never get away with that as a Black woman in the workplace. I hear about how some white women go in their boss's office and cry. You would never do that as a Black woman. You have to be twice as smart, twice as strong, and twice as sharp.
Well, first off, you are always in the public's eye, that people are always judging you. You can't ever make a slip up or make a mistake, because then people are like, oh yeah, that's the way the Black people are. You always have to look good. You always have to act appropriately. You can't just be comfortable and be who you are because of the fear of being judged all the time.
to me, being a Black woman means being strong, beautiful, courageous, ambitious, nurturer, having to work twice as hard to get the things that we want. It means standing out and being who you are and being proud of who you are.
To be a Black woman means to embrace all that you are. It means to embrace your skin, your personality, your quirks, your rhythm or your bad rhythm. It means to embrace all that was created and all that is you.
It means to radiate a sense of beauty, a sense of power, a sense of the right softness alongside the right strength. It's a privilege to be, and I use that word very intentionally. I think it's a privilege to be a Black woman.
Okay.
That was not a question.
Not to toot our own horn. Okay, I'm sorry. We're just gonna cut that out.
I don't know.
I forgot. We're gonna say it later. I'm sorry. I just gave it. Okay.